What's up folks, my name is Felix. Welcome back to today's video, which will be the overview for January, so my airdrop farming results. I want to show you exactly how much I earned by my airdrop farming tasks. If you follow my channel for quite some while, you should know that I upload daily content on airdrop farming updates, on new projects, opportunities in this market, and also tasks you have to do on a daily basis to get those juicy airdrops. And now, of course, many people ask, Felix, is this worth my time? How much do you make per month? And that's why I decided to do this video to show you exactly how much tokens I made from which project, how much time I spent for it, and what were basically the tasks that qualified me for them. So I created this Excel sheet here, as I do for all of my tasks, to give you an overview. Before we get into that, a short story and also how do I think about airdrops. And I didn't choose the spider web here in the background just randomly. No, I think airdrop farming is very similar to a spider web, because a spider web has of course a lot of spider threads, and the most important ones are obviously those here. So basically the cornerstones of a spider web. And those cornerstones also apply for airdrop farming. For example, one cornerstone, as I believe, is staking tier and atom token to receive all the airdrops from the Cosmos and Celestia ecosystem. There are of course way more of them, but I just wanted to give you one example in this video. And then there are of course all those spider threads in here, and they cross at some point. And that's how airdrop farming works. You interact with one protocol, then you stake some tokens over there, and then you get airdrops from all these different projects because you interacted a lot, you sent transactions, and you tried things out, which is the most important thing you can do in crypto. Try things out, spend a little bit of money, so allocate some of your capital for that, and you will be hit with airdrops right and left. And 2024 is most likely the last year where this is really lucrative. We already see a huge amount of bot farming, a huge amount of scripts people run in the background to take advantage of the system. And there will be way more proof of humanity tasks, galaxy tasks. So all things regarding prevention for bot farming, because obviously projects don't want to give out their tokens to bots, to people to try to take advantage of the system. And to tell you the short story here as well, one of my co-founders from our crew in our German Discord, he told me that he was highly involved in Steppen. Of course, way too late. He came in when the hype was at its peak. Steppen at that time was a project that is still there, where you had to purchase an NFT of a shoe, and if you used that shoe to do walks outside and also do running, you accumulated points, and those points or tokens were interchangeable into real money. And of course, this was a big Ponzi, and the system crashed at some point. So he lost some money in there. And now 2 years later, today, the Jupiter airdrop happened. If you watch this video, it will be already yesterday. But what he did at that time, he did all his swaps for those NFTs in his Phantom wallet. Phantom used and still uses as a DEX aggregator the Jupiter exchange. So he qualified for 3,600 Jupiter token. And now he covered all those losses, and maybe if he holds onto his token, and the Jupiter token, which is currently trading at 60 to 70 cents, will go to maybe $3, maybe $5 in the future. We don't know yet. The conclusion here is, or maybe we want to call it learning, that you just stick around. Don't turn your back on the space, because money pretty much lies on the blockchain. You just have to collect it. So stick around and continue with your actions. Even if an airdrop isn't as lucrative as you expected it to be, just continue your actions and you will be rewarded in the future. And with that being said, let's get into my airdrop overview, how much I made in the month of January. The first project, or the first airdrop I received, was the ZK Fair airdrop, a small one. I got around 5,200 tokens with a valuation at the launch at around $67. I always chose an average price here, and the valuation right now at the point I'm recording this video is at $52. And what qualified me for that, I just did some simple galaxy quests of the Lumos campaign, and I also did some transactions on ZK Polygon, which took me around, I think, 15 minutes. And for those 15 minutes, I think it was worth it. What did I do with my tokens? I sold some of them, I staked some of the ZK Fair tokens, and I also deployed some of them in the ZK Fair ecosystem to earn additional airdrops. So basically taking advantage of the airdrop compound interest effect, which is probably the most lucrative one if we look throughout 2024 and beyond. The next airdrop I received was the biggest one on this list. This was the Xi Games airdrop. What I did for this one was just buying 2 of their nodes. Valuation at launch roughly 2,000 US dollars, and valuation now roughly 2.6k. How much time did I spend for this? Well, I had to buy the nodes and did a KYC process, which took me around 10 to 15 minutes. And then I also set up the nodes here because I did it the first time and I'm very inexperienced doing that. It took me probably around an hour, but if you are experienced with such things, it should be doable way faster. And to mention that here, I bought those nodes for 0.35 Ethereum each. Those nodes currently are at, I think, 1.2 Ethereum. I'm accumulating daily rewards. And at the peak, if I already sold my XAI tokens at around $1.20, I would have already doubled my investment and would be able to earn additional tokens, so passive income over the upcoming years. But I'm still holding all of my tokens because I expect the value to be way higher in the future. Next on our list is Manta Network, the third airdrop I received in January with a total valuation at launch of 2,040 US dollars. But this wasn't just Manta tokens, I received just 268. I already got 0.63 Ethereum out of this campaign. And to mention this here, this was luck. Yeah, I did Galaxy quests for Manta, I did Proof of Humanity, I joined the New Paradigm campaign. But the luck part was that I minted, or I got one of those lead codes NFTs out of the boxes. I decided to strategically sell it directly. And this was the right decision if I look back, because I received way more out of those NFTs because I thought at this point that they were overvalued, and now it seemed that I was right. So if I would just have held onto it, I would have received Manta tokens, which at this point wouldn't be that valuable as the NFT was at this point. So also a lucrative one, but also a lucky one because I minted this NFT in here. Then we had the When airdrop, which was probably the most surprising one in January. I received this airdrop on two of my wallets. At the launch, it was worth roughly 150 US dollars. Right now, it is worth around 100 US dollars. And how did I receive it? Just doing swaps on the Jupiter exchange. I sold 50% of the airdrop when one of the allocation was around 80 US dollars. And I'm holding on to the other one. And I think I supplied it on MarginFi in the borrowing program or somewhere else. But yeah, that's what I'm currently doing with my When airdrop. Then we have the D-Mail airdrop, which was probably the most disappointing one. This one was just distributed 2 days ago. I just received 32 tokens, which at launch were around 22 US dollars. And now at the point of this video, it should be around 18 US dollars. And there I did daily interaction. This was probably the most time consuming one compared to the value I got out of it. So yeah, disappointing, but hopefully season 2 will be better. It was definitely way too diluted. That's why hopefully projects in the future will implement some kind of bot protection, because I think D-Mail was heavily farmed by bots, and that's why the airdrop got that diluted. And the last one, which I wanted to mention here, is the Novadex airdrop. This one just hit my wallet before I started recording this video. I just participated in their pre-sale and got 25% of the token amount on top, which is currently worth around 30 US dollars. So my overall result in January is at the time of launch around 4.3k, and at the valuation now, if I just held onto my tokens, around 5.1k. So you can now obviously decide if this is worth your time, if those are good results. There are a lot of people out there who made probably way more than me, but I'm completely fine. Making 5,000 US dollars on the side through airdrops is completely satisfying for me, shows the potential of airdrop farming, and that's why I will definitely not stop. No, I will just grind harder. So that should do it for today's overview. If you want to share your opinion about all of that, feel free to do it below this video. Feel also free to share your results of the month of January. And then we will meet for the next update in the end of February. Let's see where we are at this point with all the bigger airdrops that are right ahead of us. If you liked today's video, it would be great if you hit the like button. And if you don't want to miss future content, feel also free to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.